Welcome to the Pirates of Drinax. We will be picking up where we left off last week. These guys are currently playing their Pirate Travelers, and they are in the Oghma system. And they have opted, because Oghma is so well defended, they decided that the easiest way to get in and get past their orbital defenses, rather than brute forcing it, the best way to go in would be if they had an Oghman Raider ship, because presumably the codes are all on that ship that should allow you to get through. And so they were going to lie in wait at the large gas giant in the secondary system, or primary system of Oghma. Oghma's a trinary star system. And the large gas giant is named Ra-La-Lantra, and so they were hiding out in the upper layers when they picked up a sensor ping, very faint, and discovered that it was a space station way down deep in the atmosphere of Ra-La-Lantra, and they discovered that it is essentially a large computer core housing a true artificial intelligence that is evidently not aware that the Sindalian Empire is no more. I would say that it is aware of the passage of time. I mean, it's a computer, right? Unless we have a Y2K thing going on, I think it would be aware, of the passage of time. But it's not aware of the changes to the universe outside. So they are attempting to. It's because of the pressure at the abyssal depths of this large gas giant. The pressure has damaged the maneuver drive. The station keeping drives are fine, but it has no lift. It can't raise itself up out of the giant, and so they are on this station attempting to repair those drives. Before we get started, we'd like to draw attention to the fact that we do have a merch store via Zazzle. We've got t-shirts and buttons and hoodies and drinkware, all sorts of good stuff on there. And 100% of the proceeds from that store goes back into our channel. It helps us cover things like Roll20 Pro subscription and Incarnate Pro, a number of things. All the little minor subscriptions that all add up to gang up on you at the end of the month. And so, if you'd like to help us out with making ends meet, go over to our store and get yourself a Whiskey Rocks class and a t-shirt, and we appreciate everything you do for us. All right. Let's see. So, if I remember correctly, with the 2 tons of spares that you brought down, it was going to take you about 3 or 4 days staying on this station. To effect repairs. I need. Where is your crew droid? Okay. Well, that ain't good. So, the pressure. So you're docked with this station, and the pressure has caused an additional. Sorry, I got to. Oh, that's wrong.
Can't we vent the Osiris so it doesn't take damage?
No. Venting isn't the problem. I mean, you're talking.
I think it cuts faster.
Yeah. Venting it. I mean, not to mention the fact that you're down here for 3 or 4 days, and you've got 2 Marines that are stationed on board that ship, and it's not a matter of it's not like the difference between the interior pressure and the exterior pressure. You're literally talking about, what, several hundred atmospheres worth of weight sitting on top of
All right.
you. So venting isn't going to help, but how much damage are we talking? We are oh. So the ship takes another 11 points of hull damage. The two crew members on the ship, are on the Osiris, are well, all of your Marines are wigging out, and like this this station that you're on is constantly, creaking and groaning. Although it was designed specifically to be here, the Osiris, of course, was not. Um, this is a similar situation. So if you land on a water world, um, you don't necessarily need land to set down. The ship will float, and it can even go underwater a bit. But if you get too deep, then you start running into the same situation that you're running into in the gas giant clouds. Um, how many crew droids do you have? Just the one?
I think just one.
Okay, that's what I thought. Um, no, that was stupid. Too many dice. Try this again. Oh, okay. So you're about 2 days into your three, possibly four, 4 days. We can go ahead and have. Let's see here. Pull up your droid. Go ahead, Keith. You can roll, say, 2D plus 3 for AX-57.
Oh, that's 13.
That's pretty good. And Keith, you can roll. Let's see. I guess that would be engineering M drive plus intellect or education.
Okay. I got a box.
Nice. So it's definitely going to be just another day before this is done. But you guys get a radio from the bridge of Osiris, and um, the Marine that is on station, he's on watch duty. He sounds like he is nervous as hell. Because every creak and groan and crunch that comes down, he's worried that he's going to be falling into a gas giant. He he sounds all nervous, and he says, "I picked up a sensor ping."
I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah, I can go check that out.
Okay.
Yeah, you got good sensor skills.
Yeah, and I don't have any real engineering skills or whatever, So yeah, I'll go to the bridge.
Okay. So you make your way up to the bridge, and you make your way up there, and he kind of shows you, and you are seeing. That's where these things move every time. So you see, he shows you the sensor screen, and it looks, staticky. And then he's like, I swear it was right here. It looks like it's probably a couple of layers up above us. And roll a recon plus intellect check.
Oh, add another one to that. 7.
Sorry, I'm getting lost in my own map. Oh, here it is. Forgot I had to make this complicated because. There we go. So you check out this his sensor console, and you are he is swearing up and down that there was something there, but you're
I'm
not
gonna tell
seeing
him.
anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to take a ton of spares down on the main space station and save her there. I'll watch over the Osiris. Go on and get, and then I'm going to. I mean, it's not like the logs will fucking disappear from static. I'll rewind and see what he saw.
Okay, so make a electronics, computers plus intellect or education check.
That'd be 11.
Okay, so you rewind, and over the you kind of go back, the past probably 4 hours, and every so often you do see that there in the staticky soup, you see a little blip that happens for a second and then disappears. And he's right. It appears like it's several layers above you, but you can't pinpoint exactly where. It's not there long enough.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of thinking that we've got we don't need to worry about that right now. But I'm going to monitor the situation.
Okay. Did you want to do anything with sensors, or are you just going to keep looking at the screen as is?
I'm
It might be the
afraid
ship
since
they're looking for, you know? So,
my fear is we're in a compromised position, and if we do let a motherfucker, uh, fuck it. I'm gonna add 2 for the ship being cool
Okay.
and get an 11,
Okay.
as I will
You
censor
you
his
kind of
ass.
you kind of fine tune the sensors, and you're trying to dig through the massive radiation that's coming off of this gas giant, and you do detect a ship. It is in. It is in the fourth layer, the deep. Appears to be doing fuel skimming operation. Um, with an 11, you're able to pull in enough information. It looks like it is reading at about 300 displacement tons, between 3 and 500 displacement tons. It's hard to pin down.
that was like the ship we were looking for? I don't
Um,
remember.
well, you
So
don't.
we're,
You don't. I mean, the Oghman Raiders do have a pretty um, diverse navy because they
okay.
take whatever
Or
they can
could be.
they take whatever they can steal, but they're the average what would be considered nominal for a raider is considered the threshing ore class, and it is anything from a makeshift piece of junk to a fairly well tuned machine looking somewhat. Oh, helps if I spell it right. There we go. Looking something like this.
Ooh,
And they sit in at
Yeah,
about 300 displacement tons.
That's probably what it
Nothing.
is. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of in a compromised position. I just kind of want to leave it alone and just monitor it, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
I
thought we were
mean,
looking for a specific ship for some reason, but we were just trying to get an Oghman
You were looking,
ship.
yeah, you were
yeah,
just trying to get
So,
an Oghman ship. So,
okay,
yeah,
so it's
yeah.
okay then. I don't have to worry.
But there's no reason to to do anything to make them think there's anything worth investigating. I mean, when we're ready to pounce, we'll pounce.
okay.
So
So you're
Are we
going,
ready to pan?
you want to essentially wait until repairs are complete? Is that kind of what you're doing?
I mean, well, that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna monitor the situation of the ship
Okay.
as it wears and tears, and I'm just gonna uh to wait is. I mean, there's
Okay.
really
So
the smartest thing to do. I will
the
sing.
this marine brings down another ton of spares for Keith. Um, and so final check, Keith. Go ahead and what did I say for next? God. He says 2D plus 3 for AX-57.
Okay. 8.
Got an 8? Okay,
Yep.
well, that's no bonus. And Keith, you go ahead and make an engineer maneuver drive plus intellect or education.
Okay. I got 9.
Okay, so you are the final day. You're not. It's not beautiful. There might be some duct tape, but it is together and feasibly operational. You're ready to turn on the drives.
So, what would happen if we are still docked while we turn it on? Like, do you think
That's a
like,
good
do I
question.
think that's a good idea or not?
That's a good question. Go ahead and make another. Well, you can make a recon plus intellect check, and you get a +1 to that.
Okay. Oh, nice. That's 14.
So you're not sure. So whether it was this thing was initially designed at tech level 15. Your repairs may or may not be matching that tech level. I mean, you're not a Sindalian Imperial engineer, and so your guess is that at the original tech level, it wasn't really designed to spec to have another ship docked with it while raising or lowering. That's not to say that it couldn't, because usually when they say you find this with submarines, they'll say that a submarine is good to a depth of, say, 150 meters.
Mhm.
The submarine could be viable at 200, maybe even 300 meters, but the engineers that designed it don't want to. That's really pushing it beyond its limits. They don't want to risk their name on the line by saying, "Oh yeah, you can you can take this thing as deep as you want to go." No, they always it's always good for another 50 to 100 meters beyond what the specifications say. It was probably
Yeah.
true at the time that this thing was rated. It could potentially lift a smaller ship up and out of the gas giant. But with your repairs that you did, you probably feel that that's unwise.
Okay.
I mean, a gas giant, that's a lot. As a reminder, the reason why Earth is not hit by every piece of shit that is floating through our solar system is because of Jupiter. It catches all that crap, and it either turns it into a moon, or it flings it out into the outer solar system. So that's the type of, and the reason why Saturn exists, and the reason why even Neptune and Pluto are in the positions that they're in, is because of the influence of Jupiter. That's how big Jupiter is, and that's the kind of gravitational pull that we're talking about. So if you're not sure that you'd be able to lift a ship out, you certainly wouldn't want to be docked to this thing and then submerge into it, because now you're talking about a free fall. You're like on an elevator with no brakes. So, yeah.
Right.
I mean,
so we should take take the ship and tell the AI to lift it. You think that would work? I don't know if the AI can drive itself.
I mean, nobody's asked the AI who wants to put on the headset or plug in. I mean, so here's Cameron. You can have Captain Beth make a electronics computers plus intellect or education check.
Um, 11.
Nice. See, Beth's better at this than I thought. I thought you were gonna. I thought there was a possibility you were gonna tank this roll, because I didn't remember if Beth had any computer skills or not. So, while Keith has been working in the engineering department with his astromech droid, and occasionally Marines bringing him parts, you've had some time to play around with this computer console, this interface, which is really quite basic. There's no keyboard. There's really no screen. It's just essentially a table that has a VR headset, and then there are a couple of cables that would plug into a wafer jack. What you have determined that what happens, I mean, nobody's put on the VR headset yet. But
I thought I could, didn't I?
oh yes, you
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did put it on. So I mean, the VR headset is essentially, it is an environment for interfacing with the AI. What you determine about the two cables could be, they both do the same thing. There is a difference of what happens depending on what you plug it into. If the cables are plugged into a wafer jack, then all that you get is information at a rapid pace. Oh yeah, that. Hello, doctor. I just swallowed my diabetes medication with a Fanta strawberry orange, full sugar.
As it was intended.
As
It said that on
intended.
the bottle.
Well, I got this Fanta strawberry orange and not the zero sugar because A, the zero sugar tastes like shit, and that's why I take the pills, right? Anyways. So
Yeah, it makes sense to me. Fine.
plus, I'm having whiskey, so my blood sugar will probably crash anyways. I'm the weird one. Whiskey makes my blood sugar go down. Like, so I probably don't even need the metformin if I was just given a constant flow of whiskey, which would be all right. Anyways, so if you plug this into a wafer jack, it is the same as if you are scanning a website or a database, or I guess even technically a spreadsheet, any kind of information, and it happened at like the speed of thought. So anything that you think about, it can give you. When not knowing this ahead of time, initially when Bocephus jacked in, or not
Ooh.
Josephus, when Ting jacked into it, he got a bit of a nosebleed from it because it was just a sudden deluge of data. It was Ting that plugged in, right?
Yeah,
And you have a wafer jack, not a
I
neural.
have the Neuro.
Oh, you have the Neuralink. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the other thing. So a Neuralink will give whoever is plugged in full and complete control of the computer system. So whoever's plugged into it could theoretically, at the speed of thought, think, activate the maneuver drive, and plot a course to raise us up out of the atmosphere, and all of that would happen instantaneously.
Okay. So I'll ride on the space station, and then y'all flight the ship.
I mean, alternately, so like I said, the VR headset is for those unequipped, essentially. You could put on the VR headset and chat directly with the AI, and you could ask him if it can control the space station. Essentially, that's the information that you've gathered by fiddle fucking around with the computer.
I could ask, yeah. I'll ask if it's capable of waiting until we're all safely off the station to train with it.
So, that's a very good question, though. One that I probably should have answered before asking you if you want to ask the question. I'm going to say, wow, yes. So the AI tells you that it does have. So it tells you a weird story. So essentially, historically, it tells you that this station was only designed to archive. So basically, it would contain the AI as a backup, and that it was very limited. But the AI tells you that it has found ways to interconnect over the years with the rest of the functions of the station, and it has been able to gather abilities that it can control most of the station at this point.
Oh, cool.
It tells you this almost begrudgingly, like it got caught at something that it wasn't supposed to do, and the AI says Sorry, I need to find a name. It asks you to not tell. Says, please do not tell Dr. I want to say his name is Fulstrom, but I know it's not.
I will tell the AI if you had pinkies, I would pinky promise. I'm not a snitch. I'm a pirate.
No, I was completely wrong. He asked you to not tell Dr. Finu Larfage, who is the creator of the AI. And so you if he had
That's
a pinky,
awkward as shit.
right?
Suppose AI thinks his dad will live forever.
Right.
Come on now.
Well, make a recon plus intellect check.
I'm not gonna break out fantasy for them. It's just what it's like. And
So that's a good point. So obviously the computer is aware of the passage of time. Because every year the counter's going to roll over, right?
Mhm.
And so it's been like 2,000 years. So it's fully aware of that. It is not aware enough to know that that amount of time would lead to most humans' death, inevitably.
Yeah, I would not tell him. I'm gonna just let him.
And you kind of in your interactions, this is your second set of interactions with this AI. It is almost, in some aspects, well, in most aspects, it is very childlike. Like these things haven't occurred to it. It's very naive about that stuff. But on the flip side, it is also extremely technical. It has the knowledge that it has, but then when it's, trying to be social, it doesn't occur to it that, oh, well, the Sindalian Empire is still around, and oh, please don't tell the doctor that would obviously be dead. It hasn't even occurred to it.
That's kind of cute. I like this space station.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm laughing because I know things you don't know. Sorry. I'm like, oh, yeah. So, have you ever read Neuromancer? Let me introduce you to Wintermute. So, yeah. The AI can control the maneuver drive. If you guys, and it tells you, it has access to sensors on the station, and it tells you that it would be in your best interest, Admiral, to vacate the station so that no damage would come to you or I.
I agree. And then I ordered everybody off of this. It's a space station, right? Or the ship. I don't remember what it is.
It's more of a station.
It's more of a station, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Back onto our ship is the important thing. Everybody get back on our ship.
Okay. Whoops.
Detach and get out of here.
Hold on. Move you on over to Labor Edge. Just, oh, of course. I'm just curious what this says. One is the bridge. This is kind of funny. So there's the bridge, and then there's the bridge where the captain sits, which is up a elevator or up a lift shaft up here on deck 4. So there is also the back here 3, which is the captain's or a private room and their private suite way up on deck 4. And then below, if you look at how this is set up, this is a catwalk that is standing over the bridge, and you kind of can look down on all of your subordinates.
Oh, down my nose.
Yes, yes. You can throw things at Tang and, minions, do as I say. So, yes, you can go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check to get your asses out of here.
Take your time.
I did fine. It's okay. I got 12 altogether.
Okay, so she disembarks from the station and starts to pull up out of the abyssal layer of this gas giant. You guys are way down deep. Yep, that's the robot handbook. Yeah, this is like level 7. You're as deep as you're going to go until any further, and you're going to get crushed. And so she's pulling up out, It is a really, really rough ride pulling away. And you see the flare from the bottom of, quote unquote, bottom of the station of the maneuver drive activate, and it starts to raise up. I mean, it's designed for this level of pressure, and so it's just slowly, moving up, kind of like if you went to the bottom of the trench in the ocean, and you filled some balloons with air around something that was trapped down there. It's not going to immediately rocket up. It's because it has to move through tons and tons of weight that's sitting on top of it, and that's basically what this thing is. It's just slowly trying to lift itself up out. Ting, make a electronic sensors plus intellect or education check.
11.
You are detecting another sensor ping. I will bring you guys over and show you this map. So here is Ra-La-Lantra. So you are picking up 2 of these vessels, and it is very staticky, but they are almost identical as far as your sensors are reading, anywhere between 2 and 500 displacement tons.
Well,
This one here. There we go. This one is at level 4. It is in the depths, which is pretty normal if it were fuel skimming. This one,
all right.
this one is taking a high guard position and appears to be in the first layer, the Wisp.
Man, I mean, and the one that's down on level 4, how big is it?
Your sensors are reading. They're alternating, but it's estimating anywhere between 2 and 500 tons.
Well, if it's not saying nothing to us, I think the best way to go is to request a volley of missiles be sent at the one on the lower. There's so many layers between that top one and down in here. I suspect they won't see shit that goes on down here.
Yeah, if we come up from below, we're probably good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, if we destroy the first one and then we go and we hit the other one with ion cannons or ion missiles, and we take it, and then that's the one that we do. But I mean, 2-on-1, that's not fair. We have to do something.
So you're wanting to go for the one that's in the depths, that's fuel skimming.
That's right. I mean, I think I'm crafty enough to make a neat little thing pop up on everybody's screen, and have my suggestion is,
Okay.
shoot this one with 3 missiles,
All right.
and if it doesn't kill it, shoot it with 3 more. It's not talking, I gotta think these things. There's no way, man. To be able to talk through all those atmosphere levels, I'm thinking you got to have.
Well, it wouldn't be
really
talking to you. Yeah, it most certainly wouldn't. I mean, it could try, but I mean, between the deep and the wisp, you're only talking about 4 layers, and it says. Yeah, so 2, 4. Yeah, it'd be at -6 for communication. So I mean, things are going to be garbled.
Well, I'm saying to talk to its friend. It's
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
comms and sensors are at -6.
yeah. So I'm like, let's just nail this bastard and tell him to have a good day on his way down. Kind
Okay.
of my
It's just kind of
suggestion.
his routine.
So, does anybody want to make a tactics naval skill? Somebody.
I could.
I mean, I suppose it could be Beth.
Beth is up there on the captain's catwalk, right?
Right, right.
On the
That's
catwalk.
in.
I'm sorry, what'd you get?
Does that give us a plus 10? Got 10.
So, it says. Huh? So, you got a 10, so that's a plus 2. So, next, Beth, you need to make a roll 2d plus your pilot skill plus your ship's thrust score. So, you have what? A thrust
Wow, that is
6?
Wow.
it's 5. That's a lot.
I
Yeah.
think. Look at the. Uh,
I would add up
Rorik's.
to like 7. I think that might be a lot.
Go. Yeah, the Rorik's has thrust 5. So it'd be 2d plus your pilot skill plus your plus 5 for your thrust.
So 17.
Okay. Right, and then I need to get into the shit because we are Lois and men, and we get the shit. Oh, well here. I'm just gonna say 1 because
It doesn't matter if it's below us. I guess it might
no.
for the
Well,
order of
no,
them two, but
that's. So,
We're
Space
just
Combat
being brave.
Initiative, it says you roll 2d plus the pilot's pilot skill plus the ship's thrust score. Okay, so that's your initiative for Space Combat, right? But, and I'm going to, I might be giving something away here. So, the Threshing Ore Raider has an M drive with a thrust score of 1. It also has a reaction drive with a thrust score of 3, so it has afterburner. But and it says they're fuel efficient, which I'm shocked at. I don't know. I don't think that the reaction drive would be added to the initiative score because it's not something you're using all the time. You know what I mean? So,
you run out of gas.
well, right, you'd run out of gas for one. Oh God, that sucks. Oh, that isn't fuck all awful. All right. So sorry if this is halting or faltering as we go. I am going through. These are the actual space combat rules out of the book. We are actually theoretically in the close enough range for dogfighting.
Boarding.
Dogfighting.
Oh,
So,
Yeah.
which means I need vehicle because it just follows vehicle combat.
they're subject to not even know we're there until after we cap their ass.
At this point, yes. So I guess the question is, Beth, what thrust are you setting for Osiris? You are way down on the abyssal level, which means that you are at -4 for all skills. So I guess what thrust are you setting it at? How fast are you
3.
wanting to get up to the next level?
Let's go 3.
Okay. So go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check minus. Double check this, but I think it's 4. Oh no, you were at -5. Yeah, so you are pilot plus dex check -5.
Um, so that's gonna be 7.
Oh, that's not good. The ship shimmies, shakes, and rattles, and loses power, and the M drive goes offline.
Okay, I'm gonna take my time next time and try.
The ship takes 16 points of damage directly to the hull.
That's not good.
And
Okay.
you guys are kind of going into a flat spin, falling into the gas giant. Hold that thought. Threshing ore is going to. Well, he gets thrust 1, and he's a dingus, so he doesn't know what's going on yet. He's in the deep. He's at -2. He gets 10. He's fine. And the other threshing ore is in the wisp. And he's just maintaining position. So, this is the. So this is weird. So it says, hold on.
I'm gonna reset.
Okay. The reason why I say this is weird, so it has the next phase is the combat phase, but then it says the action phase. Wouldn't sensors be? Yeah, sensors are in the action phase. All right. I mean, you guys already know he's there. I just thought that was a little weird. Give Wes a second to pop back in here, since he was the one that was going to pull the trigger. Keith, you've got your notes on the Osiris, right?
I have a little bit of notes on the Osiris. I don't have the full feed. I could.
Do
But I
you?
never.
So
And,
what the original shows, and I remember you guys made some changes. It shows 2 double turrets that have pulse lasers, and then 4 missile barbettes. Did you change out 2 of those missile barbettes for ion barbettes, or?
so we have 2 missile barbettes, 2 particle barbettes, and an ion cannon, according to my notes.
Okay, so interesting. So you put an ion gun into one of those or the dual turrets, is what it sounds like.
Right.
Let's see, weapons, screen. Ion cannon. So that's it. I remember we did this. That was so long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a barbette in and of itself. Interesting. And it says a barbette is a heavy turret, and it uses a single hardpoint. So you have 5 barbettes and 1 dual turret, is what it looks like.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because you've got 2. You said 2 missile barbettes. You've got 2 particle barbettes.
Right.
And then you've got an ion cannon, which requires a barbette, which would leave 1 dual turret with the pulse laser, with your pew-pews. Okay. So, I mean, couldn't you put 2 missile launchers into 1 barbette, though? Says they're effectively heavy turrets. Only military use but not available. Right. Hmm. Okay, so a missile barbette fires 5 missiles at a time. And holds enough for 5 salvos. Alright. Okay then. So you could put the part... Maybe you do only have 4 barbettes, because you could... Maybe you... Does it say anything about you replace the pulse lasers? Because you can put particle beams in the in a regular turret. I bet that's what you did.
Yeah, that makes sense, but I don't remember, and I didn't write anything down about that.
I bet that's what you did. I bet you replaced those dual turrets with particle beams, and that makes more sense. And then you've got the 2 barbettes that you swapped out for ion guns, and then 2 barbettes with missiles. That adds up. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so Ting, it is the attack phase. You're using. Are you manning a missile barbette?
No, I just made a suggestion, and we fucked our thing up. I mean,
That's
starting
true.
an event without getting power is not the smartest fucking play. I mean,
I mean,
I
you
I
can
kinda
launch
think-
the missiles. I mean,
I hear you, but no, I'm gonna really hope fucking Keith can get that fucking power on. I'd like to make a leadership role to try to inspire Keith to do
Sure.
excellent fucking engineering.
certainly.
What the fuck I want to do, you know?
That sounds great.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
Give him a speech.
that's what
yell
I'm
at
gonna
him.
do. You're telling them about how important it is and how we're all depending on. I got a 10.
Okay,
Damn.
so
Nice.
I
that
did
is-
it glamorous.
so that is a plus. You can give a +1 to both Beth and Keith.
Then that's
Mhm.
what I will do.
Okay.
You
But, like,
know?
King,
Yeah.
you're so handsome. We'll do an extra good job.
The speech was like this. You know, if we die here today, I'm gonna miss the world, the Universal tour. You know, we spent a lot of time and effort to get this gig going.
Don't fuck this up,
And
guys.
So yeah, I mean, I'm I'm going to write a song about this, coming out of the depths of my anus.
Yes, yes.
I can't wait
Well,
to
I'm
hear
gonna-
that.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
So Keith, you can go ahead and make a engineering power plus intellect or education.
Plus
Okay.
1 for being
And
inspired
a
by,
plus 1.
yeah, from my speech.
Plus 13.
Okay. So you are able to get the power back online, and the drives immediately kick back in, and Beth is able to kind of gain control of the ship. Beth? What are you doing for? How many thrust points are you spending?
Still 3. I'm not going crazy.
Okay, go ahead and make a piloting plus dex check at -5.
You get plus 1 for my leadership.
And you get a plus 1,
capabilities.
so -4.
Then you needed.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's totally okay.
10. Okay.
Nice, perfect. She is starting to chug along and pulls on out of the abyssal layer into, what is the name of this next one? Up into the depths.
Yay.
So that's better. This guy is at 0. Oh yeah, he's got no problem. And this guy doesn't have any negatives. And fucks it up. Ting.
Get distracted.
Yeah, evidently things were going too well for him. So of course, they've got Gomer Pyle piloting the ship. Ting, make a recon plus intellect check.
Recon and intellect. That'll be a 12.
So on your sensors, you can see as you're climbing out that the static is starting to get a little bit better. You see that the ship that was in the high guard position has suddenly. It seems like it dove. It wasn't paying attention, and it's. Yeah, there it is. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry, my glucose alarm is going off.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's why Fanta Strawberry is the good shit. And so it seems like he wasn't paying attention, went a little bit too low, and skipped off of the extreme shallow layer just enough that he's now gone into a flat spin and is falling.
Wow.
He. What will happen if you fuck up? Oh, he's at risk of. I mean, he's got time, but he clearly fucked it up. But he is going to fall into the. He's going to lose He is going in an orbital decay and will burn up in the atmosphere in the next 23 hours at his current rate.
Okay. My goodness.
Hell yeah.
Couldn't be me. I'm a great pilot.
Yeah.
So yes. And I need to. 1, 2, 3. Now, if you look back here, I made the little space station, and it looks like it's way down deep in the clouds.
Yeah, and
Like
it's on its way up slowly but surely,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm getting.
I'm gonna blow people's minds. when that comes out.
So it is the attack phase. Tang, are you wanting to pull the trigger on that missile barbette? Or are you
start
waiting?
blasting.
Well, I mean, now you got a dude that's fallen, you know, and I'm thinking he's having power issues. Is he in range of the ion cannon?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
think I would like to.
So here's one thing. So you guys are in the extreme deep. You are, or I'm sorry, you're in the depths. And he is in the extreme shallows. 2, 4, 6, 8. You're at -8 to hit.
Okay.
If you launch missiles, the thing with missiles is that they have like thrust 15. They're going to shoot away and climb up out of here, and of course, every layer that they cross each round, they're going to have to they'll have to make their own piloting check, but they'll make their attack on their own. So if they are to make it out of the layers, when they get up to here, they will be making an attack with a +1 because they're smart.
Yeah, the dude that's right here on our level, though, right? We're on the same level with the other guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're way down. You're still
Oh,
way
we're
down.
way down.
Yeah, you're at level 6. He's at level 2. This guy's at level 4.
Okay.
I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth.
It's not gonna
I
pull
don't
the
want to
trigger.
be in. No, man, I'm going to continue to sing an inspirational song in a leadership kind of way. That's what I'm going to do, whatever phase you want to put that in.
So, I mean, theoretically, to hit this guy, you're at -6.
I hear you. But if we stall out, look, our ship is taking damage, and I'm thinking the smart thing to do is to wait. And if I've got my finger on the trigger, I'm going to pause, and I'm going to try to inspire Captain Beth and Keith to do badass shit. So
Okay.
whatever phase that is, but I'm not going to attack this phase unless I'm ordered to.
So the action phase, what is Keith doing? Anything?
Do you have anything to do, or are you
Or
good
are you
now that
just
you're
standing waiting for more maintenance?
Let's see. Let's see.
Don't go too far away
Yeah,
from the maneuver drone.
I think I'm gonna just hang out and wait in case anything goes wrong. Yeah.
Okay. And so, Tang, you want to give another speech? Is that what you're saying? Or do you want to do sensors? What do you want to do for your action phase?
I guess, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue on with my speech and a leadership thing. I'm kind of more to a leadership song now to try to hype everybody up.
Okay.
Go
ahead and make a leadership plus social check, and I'll be right back.
10.
Please, we get +1 again.
Yeah, both of you will get +1s on your.
Maybe I should join in the song since I'm not doing anything else.
I mean, if you got leadership skills, you should be leadership and social.
Do you have leadership?
I do have leadership. I have my leadership 1.
Oh hell yeah! We're doing a duet. Yeah.
All right.
We'll roll it.
So I'm going to join in the song.
So
You got
another 10.
Yeah.
So that is another +1 to Beth and to Keith.
I'm going to join in the song, but I'm only going to get a 6.
Okay. Well.
Man.
Okay.
Sorry. I think Keith started to freestyle rap, and we all cringed.
I just ignored it. Just ignore me for now.
So that means that this guy for their action phase, yes, they are able to regain power and control of their ship. And this guy, oh wait, that's wrong. Oh shit. This guy's having problems and goes too deep. He has now sunk into the extreme deep. He's one level above you.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
The next time we'll be on the same level.
Unless I
Yeah.
fuck it all up. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that wasn't his maneuver phase though. I'm sorry. That was his
Oh.
action phase. And he only got a 7. He was going to do sensors. He gets nothing on sensors. Beth, what's your thrust at?
3.
Okay.
Just still
Let's
at
see. At depths, you are with the +1. It would be piloting plus dex with a -3.
Okay. 8.
Not great. You don't climb out of the depths. You're just kind of riding these waves. You're like in a almost like you're in an ocean of ammonia, and the ship is just bucking up and down. You guys are bouncing in your seats as the ship is going, but you're not. You didn't lose power. The threshing ore. Climbs back
Does he
up.
take a minus shit too?
No, because he was only in the extreme shallows.
Oh.
But he is. Oh wait, no, he does not climb out. He is still in the extreme shallow. The next guy. Oh, he screws the pooch. Ting, you can make another recon plus intellect check.
That's an 8.
So this guy, you see on your screen, he screws up in his skimming and is falling deeper. He falls into the extreme deeps, taking 6 points of damage to his ship, and he's 1 level above you. We are on the attack phase. You can make an attack. You would be at -2 to hit him.
Okay.
That's not so bad.
Do I get any bonuses for the?
For fire control, let's see.
Yeah.
It says it doesn't say that the ship has any software whatsoever. I find that hard to believe. I would say find we got ship's computer. Basic fire control packages suitable for small ships. Oh. No, that's for basic. That's interesting. So I've got the High Guard update book, but they have then updated the core rulebook again, and so what it's referencing is now in a completely different place. Fire control, fire control, fire control. No.
That's one book that really needs a good index.
No shit. No shit. This is
I mean,
regular.
I get a lot of other books not having a hardcore index or anything, but I mean, that one has so much unique shit strung out everywhere.
Right. Yes. All sensors, weapons. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go with this. DM equal to the attack rolls to their attack rolls equal to the advanced control package score. Oh, I see. So maybe. Yeah, I would say that you get a +2 for fire control. I believe that's
All
right.
right. And I'm taking a -2 on the attack.
Correct. So it washes.
Yeah. All right. That's 12 to hit.
That is a
I'm
hit
Yeah.
with +2 damage. Now, what are you shooting? Which barbette? Which turret or barbette are you in?
Particle.
Particle beam. Okay.
Yeah.
So. Oh, the
This
fuck
dude
much.
needs to stop existing so we can pirate the other one.
I see what you're saying.
And
So you're in a particle beam turret. Particle
mhm.
beam does roll 4d +2. Or, I'm sorry, 4d +4.
14
Okay.
plus a little radiation love.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. So, 14. He's going to take 12. And then, now, radiation trait. What does it say? What do we get to do with radiation? It says, particle beam. It doesn't. Got very long range. Traits. Radiation. Where are my traits? Probably at the beginning. No, they're not at the beginning. Yeah, their layout could have been a lot better on this, I'll tell you. Here. Oh, I know. Weapon traits. When a radiation weapon is fired, the target will receive 2d times 20 rads. I would say that that's probably increased because it's a spaceship weapon. Oh, multiplied by 3 for spacecraft scale weapons. So it would be 2d times 60.
Okay.
So roll 2d times 60.
What is that?
120,
180?
180.
180? Yeah.
So it says if the radiation weapon is destructive, every target within 10 meters also receives 2d times. This is not destructive. So they're going to take 180 rads. I don't know that that actually would get through a ship's hull. Let me find out. I'm just going to use a search function. Here we go. Radiation. Well, that's shielding. Here we go. Radiation damage on ships. So a DM -1 to all action a ship performs for every 10% of hull it loses to radiation weapons. So, okay. So it has 120. Yes, it is at a -1 for all actions due to radiation. Essentially, its crew is busy puking their guts out. Theoretically.
Sounds like a wonderful thing that happens to them while the power's out.
Right,
And they're dipping.
they're flipping around, falling.
Yeah.
He, on his attack phase, what can he do? Well, he can use pulse lasers.
If he sees us.
Well, I would think that a big lightning bolt just shot their ship, but he's going to be at minus. So he's at -2. Plus, I would say because they're in a flat spin, he's going to be at another -2 to hit you. So he's at -4 completely, which puts him at +2. Well, no, it's going to put him at +1.
And then the radiation.
And then the radiation, which puts him at 0. Well, all right, he's going to try and shoot pulse lasers at you. Hey, look at that, he got you. So dual pulse lasers are going to do.
I'd have shot missiles if I known that he didn't have to scan to find us, but
No,
it's way too late.
he's just going to use his fire control. So, well, what fire control they have? 5 points of damage doesn't even get through your arm. Does it get through your arm? No. 1 point. You take 1 point to your hull.
Yeah.
I can cope with that. That's cool.
The other ship probably is unaware. Yeah, they don't know what's going on.
Cool.
They have no idea. Action phase. Keith, what are you doing? You're aware that you just took some damage, like minor damage, compared to getting crushed like a soup can.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide what I can do. Can I repair anything? I mean, we're in.
So action phase.
You
for your action phase. So right now, Tang is manning the one of the particle beam turrets. You could make an electronic sensors plus intellect or education check to get a sensor lock.
Good idea. I'll do that. All right. It's 9. Give me a sensor locker.
So I'm sorry,
I got 9.
So it would be, but you're at -4, so you only got a 5 because you're still in the depths.
Yes.
So you don't get a sensor lock. But I'm just looking. Attack phase. Sensor lock. Just for future reference, it gives a +2. Ting. Roll 2D. You got a critical hit when you tagged him.
8.
You hit his maneuver drive. Maneuver drive, level 1, critical check. All checks to control the spacecraft are at -1, which means he's at -2 because he's already at -1 from the radiation. Sorry, I just find that mildly amusing. All right, Cameron. How much, Beth? What are you setting your thrust at?
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a piloting check plus Dex -4. See if you can get out of this level.
Probably not. That's 7.
I'm sorry, you kind of broke up. What was it?
Oh, 7. I didn't find it out.
No, that is a failure. Power goes out, ship's in a spin, moves nowhere. Well, it moves laterally. Finishing ore. I don't think he's dumb enough to want to go down there. I really don't. And he's got... Damn it. He may end up down there whether he wants to or not. Yeah! His power goes out. He takes... He's going to take 2d damage every round until that's fixed. For another 7 points. And he falls into the depths. I guess he's more down here. Jesus. This guy. Oh yeah, he's just like, I don't know what's going on. So Ting, you're sitting there in the gun turret. You see the ship that you hit. He kind of takes a nosedive, and then instead of going straight into the atmosphere, he starts to flip over, and he's just in a free fall. Engines off, and he is now at extreme close range. So that's going to give you a +2 to hit, making your total to hit him a -2, offset to 0 with fire control.
All right. So I get +2 then. We're on the same level, so I don't take any minuses on that.
I guess you're right. So yes, you're at +2.
Ten.
Nice.
And it's 4d6 plus 2. Is that what I get? Or plus what for all that barbette
It
shit?
is it's not a barbette. It's a particle beam turret. It is. Go back to that page. Particle beam is, I'm sorry, it is 3D. I guess you could say 3D plus 1 because there are 2 in this turret. It's a dual turret. So, and you got a 10, so 3D plus 3.
18.
And he gets 2.
And 8 times
60.
60.
Jesus Christ. 480.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's gonna put him at a max -5. No, 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 no. Stop that. -5. There we go. Which makes this -6. No, god damn it. It keeps wanting to subtract rather than just replace the numbers. And man, you're screwing this guy up. Wow. Roll 2D.
9.
You hit his cargo bay for a critical, and so you pelt him with these dual particle beam cannons, and you can see the bottom part, rear part, or I'm sorry, the bottom of the nose section of the ship just blast away, and you see what looks like a large vehicle get sucked out. And when I say large, I mean we're talking like APC sized. It just gets sucked out and falls down into the clouds, and just as immediately, like within a second, is out of view. It's getting sucked down into the gas giant so fast. All right, so that was the. Well, what's he gonna do? He doesn't know what's going
Does he have
on.
power?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Which means that he's going to be at a -8 to try to hit you. Which puts him at -6 total. Yeah, fuck it. No! You see these pulse lasers just go wide and just kind of spray the clouds above him. Action phase.
I have to
Keith.
fix the thing again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll fix some power.
Okay, go ahead and make a engineering power plus intellect or education.
8.
Okay, so you are able to restore power, and Osiris is able to. The engines immediately kick back on. Ting, what are you doing for the action phase? If you do anything else because you shot, you'd be at -1.
I'm not sure what else to do worth of shit, so I'm going to sit there and wait.
Okay. And Ting twiddles his nuts. This guy. So. Two, four, 6. No. He sends out a sensor ping and evidently doesn't get anything back. This guy is going. This guy's fucked, is what he is. He's at a -5. No. You guys see the threshing ore is continuing to flounder. I mean, it is flipped over entirely upside down comparative to you, and is now kind of going into a flat spin and falling into the gas giant. It is going to immediately take another 2D damage. Oh, wait, it says 2D damage each round, increasing to 6D if the ship is unstable. Oh, no, it's going to take 6D because it is unstable. Oh my god. Everybody roll a recon plus intellect check.
14.
You drilled
That's
it.
me too. Yeah, I got it also.
13.
Wow.
So all of you got. See, you need some of those rolls on some of the other
Yeah,
things. So you guys all kind of see this threshing ore coming down, and you can see the two wings on this thing. I mean, if you want to call them wings, I guess ailerons. Um,
yeah.
so this is what it looks like. You'll see what I mean by wings. So the two wings shear off, and you see smoke rolling out of this thing, and then you kind of see the entire central hull of the ship kind of start to buckle in on itself. And you see bits of fire shooting out of it as it is flat spinning past you. Beth, what's your maneuver rating? And you need to make a piloting plus dex check at -4.
My maneuver or my thrust?
Your thrust.
I'm still doing 3.
Okay.
I want to have a little bit of an overlap. Another 7. Didn't make it.
Oh shit.
I don't know what the fuck to do.
We
Yeah.
gotta start taking our time.
But we're in a fight, so wouldn't that make it go
Yeah.
beyond the level?
So
I mean,
Osiris
yeah.
takes another 8 points of damage, and she is unable to get out of this layers. You're just kind of stuck, and it is just beating the shit out of the ship. This one. He's starting to get curious, like why is he not receiving any communications from the other ship? And he's holding station. This one is fucking doomed.
Did he have to take more minuses from radiation shit and all that?
And he only gets a
It don't matter.
4, which means...
He's fucked.
Yep. He falls down into the abyssal layer. You just see his ship just falls even deeper. He's going to take another 24 points of damage. And you can see that now there's like a plume of smoke coming out from behind this ship as it is just in a free fall into the gas giant. Attack phase. Is anybody doing anything for the attack phase?
No.
Might as well save the ammo. There's like
Yeah.
no reason to shoot. This guy's taking care of it himself.
Yeah, he's done. As far as I mean, I'd be surprised if he pulls that shit out. Hell, he's taking a lot of damage. Yeah.
Action phase. Is anybody? What are you doing, Keith? Anything?
Well, I gotta turn the machine back on, so I'm gonna
Yes.
run and do power checks again.
Actually, in
And
this
that'll
case,
be-
it would be engineering maneuver drive plus intellect.
Maneuver drive? Okay. Oh,
Okay, so the ship is once again under power. Keith goes back there and does a bypass and gets the engines back online. What is Ting doing? For the
Ting
action?
wants to run to the sensor station and see if he can scan around to find wind currents or anything to try to lift the ship up.
Ooh, good idea. Go ahead and make a electronic sensors plus intellect or education. You get a +2 to that. I think.
Oh, because of the ship?
I believe. Let me double check that.
Yeah, I get
I think
+2
that's
for the ship.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. It says sensor are advanced, so yes.
So that's 12.
Okay. Yes. You find a uplift wind pattern that is directly ahead. It's coming. I will say
Captain, it's coming, and we're just breathing heavy. You got to get us there.
that
You
sensor check's
gotta
going
do
to
it.
give a +4 to Beth's piloting plus dex check.
I will make a highlighted path for you to follow the dots.
There you go.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't screw this up.
I'm sorry I'm such a shitty pilot, you guys.
So,
Oh no, man, this is hard shit.
yeah, gas giant
yeah.
operations are a bitch.
Okay.
So, let's see. That makes it
Even.
even.
Okay. I went ahead and rolled. That's what I'm supposed to do, right?
No pluses. It would just be so
Okay.
the -4 is canceled out by the +4 that he just gave you.
Okay. So it'd be 12 altogether then.
Yes, this wind
Fine,
current grabs you and moves you double your thrust.
Thanks, King.
Yeah, no problem. I'm trying to think of something to do. I've been sitting there with my thumb in
Yeah.
my ass,
So it
trying to
moves you
figure out what to do.
up into the deep, which is the normal layer for fuel skimming. This guy is still. Whoops, that's way too many dice. I'm not blowing anything up. Calm your tits on the fucking dice rolls. This guy is still curious. He is there. Just kind of circling in the extreme shallows. And this guy, God, this might be the end of him.
I'm not even sure we know what's going on with him anymore.
Yeah, he might be.
But,
He might be
yeah.
out of your. I mean, even you're in the deep. That he is 3 levels lower. You may not even see him on sensors. All right, here we go. Oh, yep. Ah! Nope. I think these raiders are elbowed.
They're crushed.
Oh my God, they're not dead yet.
Wow, that sucks for them.
Yeah, they've got to continue on.
Yes, they. The slow crushing death. That sounds like a Nine Inch Nails song. Slow crushing death. Attack phase. Ting, is there anything you want to do?
No,
Nope.
Really?
no,
Okay.
I'm not. Well, I mean, I'm thinking I'm gonna ride this sensor thing and see if I can help us get the fuck up out of this is really shit. I mean, I think we can handle the other ship if we just get so we're not thoroughly fucked by the.
It should get easier now that we're along the box.
Yeah, you're at in the depth or in the deep. You're only at -2. So yeah, you can make another. We're in the action phase. You can make another electronic sensors plus intellect or education check.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to continue to try to guide us into this current with a 10.
Yeah, that will give a +2 to Captain Beth's checks. Hold on here. This guy for his action phase. He's probably not that good. Oh, but he has detected Osiris.
All right.
And he puts a sensor lock on Osiris.
Hmm.
This guy with his
Come on,
with
they're
his
dead.
-6
Get them off the staff.
can't even get a message through at all. I mean, his ship is about to become about the size of a pinhead. Beth, you get a +2 to your. So +2, -2, those cancel each other out. So this is another just raw piloting plus dex check.
That's gonna be 13.
13, yes. You catch that updraft and are now in the shallows. You are one level beneath this threshing ore. He gets a +2, but you're one level lower. So that breaks out to a total of +3. He, on his attack phase, or no, this is his maneuver phase.
This is movement.
Yeah, this is maneuver phase. Well, and it doesn't matter because he's not going anywhere. He is stuck in this in the extreme shallows. He doesn't get out or really do much of anything. There we go. This might be it. Yes, it is. Just for just for my amusement. So this ship had 5 hull left, and just took another 26 for a total of -21. That ship just collapses in on itself and is no more. It is gone. Yes, there's an. Ting, did you do the explosion?
I just did that.
Nice,
That
nice.
was me.
That
Yeah.
was awesome. Nice little explosion there. All right, so attack phase. Ding, you are aware your sensors are blaring, saying target lock on you. They've got sensor lock.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna run to the missile station and shoot a volley of 5 ion missiles at it.
Okay. Ion missile. And I have to find my ion missiles. There we go. Missile. Ion missiles. Wait, those are bays. Here we go. I hate it when on the chart it says damage. Oh, the damage is special. Well, no shit, it's special. That's why we picked it. It's an expensive but effective solution to the problem of disabling enemy ships for salvage. Ion warheads operate as described on page 30. The effect rules that enable detonations to. I don't care about that. Successful attacks reduce the power of opposing ships by 2d times 5 times the effect of the attack. All right, so I mean, this is dogfighting. Oh, I see what it's saying. I know what it's saying. So the missiles make their own attack. So
Yeah.
on page 30. No, that's bullshit. So roll 2d plus 1. Wait. And it's -2. So 2d minus 1.
For each missile?
For the volley.
6.
Okay, so they because of the atmosphere that you're in, the missiles are wobbly and miss their target. That's not to say that they're not going to come back around. How does that work? It says firing. Because missiles are their own thing. Okay, so it says page 172. There we go. So this is medium range and below. The rounds to impact is immediate. But if they a salvo effectively has thrust 10, okay. Detecting missile launch is useless. Countermeasures at this point is useless. I would say they get another attack next round
All right.
before they're done, because these 5, they're going to miss their target, right? And then because they're smart missiles, they're going to turn and come back in trying to make another attack on their target. He going to go with double turret pulse lasers, but he gets a +2. Oh, that's too many dice. Stop that. There we go. Hey, he hit 4. 2D plus. No.
And it like minus. Oh,
He already
all right.
he took the minuses.
Yeah. It's less damage though, I think.
So for 9 points of damage. Well, minus your armor, which is 4. So 5 points of damage. Still not.
Doesn't damage of lasers take a 1 per level? I mean, take
You're right.
minuses per level.
So that would be 4
damage.
points of damage.
Okay.
You are correct, sir. There is lasers take a hit from atmosphere.
Yeah. Thought it was.
Action phase. Keith, what are you doing? Anything? You could do sensors and try to get a lock on his ship.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I could do that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Do a quick check.
Okay. Electronic sensors plus intellect or education.
Okay.
Plus 2 for the ship.
And +2 for the ship.
Yeah, that's 12.
Okay.
12.
So you achieve a sensor lock. In fact, I'm going to use this instead because it just looks cooler. You achieve a sensor lock, giving Ting's next attack a +2. Ting, what are you doing? Anything you do is going to be at -1. What are you doing for the action phase? Anything in particular?
I'm gonna break his sensor lock.
Okay. Going to make electronic sensors plus intellect or education -1.
Yeah.
But you get a bonus. So hold on.
Well, that 13, you're adding a bonus, and his ship's locked.
You get a +6. So you're +5 total.
Okay. Well then,
18.
yeah.
Yeah. Electronic countermeasures. You break his sensor lock completely. All right. Maneuver phase. Captain Beth, this will be the last round. Captain Beth, you can make what are you wanting to do? Are you wanting to close with their ship, For boarding actions, I mean, you could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, if you were to make your piloting roll at full thrust 5, that would put you damn near on top of him.
Is that what we want, though?
We want to board the ship. Yeah.
Yeah, but we want to board the ship after the ion missiles hit it, right?
I mean, theoretically.
We could also disable the ion missiles with the flying if we need to. If we get in there before.
Okay. I'll go ahead and go right towards them. That's one thing. I got box cars for a minute.
Nice.
I'm rolling.
Okay. So Beth guns it and brings it up to the threshing ore. He's at -1. And he doesn't go anywhere at all. He's kind of bucking the wake in the atmosphere. Attack phase. Ting, go ahead and roll. Let's see. This is the shallows. Roll 2D -1.
Is this for the missiles?
Yep, there's the missiles piloting check.
Don't they get a bonus for the lock?
Oh, that. No, but they are smart, so it's actually 2D +0, so it's even.
Okay.
You know
So
what?
I'm just doing.
I'll give you the lock. So 2D +2.
All right. So 2 plus 2, 10.
Yes. All right. So ion missiles. Man, this is gonna shit.
It's 5 of them that just hit him. That ought to fucked his power right on off.
Yeah, it ought to.
And that ought to stop him from fucking shooting us. That's what I was thinking.
Roll 2D times 5.
Excuse me. So 5 times 5 is 25.
25 times 2 is 50.
Yeah.
And the effect used to determine how many rounds of power reduction last.
But that's just one missile,
No,
right?
hold on. So that's how long the power reduction lasts. So it will last 50 rounds, but
Nice.
it still doesn't tell me. I guess it's just going to be the damage of a normal missile. So roll 4D times 5.
So 12 times 5 is what, 60?
And roll for damage as if a single missile and deduct the target's armor is normal. Okay, so that was 12. Minus 2 is 10. Do not apply the effect of the attack roll. Instead, any damage is multiplied by the effect. Okay. So that'd be 20 times 5. Shit.
100.
Yes, it is. So, what is this? This is applied directly to his power. And he only has 120 power. which means basic ship systems cost 60, maneuver drive is 30, jump drive is 30, sensors is 1, and fuel processors 3, weapons are 19. The only things that will operate are sensors and the... Technically, he could run weapons, or he can run weapons and sensors, or he can run the fuel processors and sensors, and that's it. Everything else is turned off. He has no drive. His ship is falling into a flat spin into the atmosphere of the giant.
Don't I have 4 more missiles?
I multiplied that by 5.
Oh, okay. That's where that. I was trying to figure out what the volley of missiles, what good that was, but multiplying by 5 was, yeah, that definitely made sense. I
So-
see now how that works.
So, yeah, his ship is falling into the gas giant. Beth, if you want, I will allow you to make a reaction to try to make a docking maneuver to pull his ass out so that you guys can do a
Okay.
boarding action.
Is it a pilot deck check again?
It would be piloting plus dex, you're at -1.
Okay. 9.
Sweet. You have successfully, you kind of match his spin and attach to the ship and are able to basically hold him. You are still in the extreme shallows of the gas giant, but he is no longer falling. You are able to control him and keep him from, suffering the fate of the last threshing ore that went in. And you are holding position. Your Marines are gearing up and are readying for a boarding action, which we will do next week. Here we go.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
And we
Yeah.
will be proceeding on this map. Where is the airlock? Airlock number 6.
Blind? Oh, okay, right. Oh, I didn't mean to do that on it.
Oh, there it is. Yes. So this is where we will be picking up.
Well,
Letting these motherfuckers know what's up. What?
Yes.
I hope Glenn's around so he can kill some guys.
Yeah.
He likes that.
Run around boarding a ship and being pirates.
Well,
Pretty fun.
I mean, technically, we're being anti-pirates because these are Oghman raiders.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
You're actually technically doing a service.
Yeah. This is like reverse piracy.
It's to make up for all
Yeah.
the pirating we did before.
Yeah, you guys are technically the good guys this time around. I mean,
Yeah, this is pirate karma points going in our goodness.
right?
That's
Right.
Yeah, we'll have
Good
titles
time.
like glorious and honorable before long. Just watch.
I thought we already did.
Yeah, I
well,
mean, in some circles,
depends on who's talking.
right, right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will see you guys next week at 6:00 on Wednesday night. We will pick
All
this
right,
up,
hell
and you guys can figure out this trashy ship.
I'll try
Yeah.
and do better next week. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Oh,
Have
it
a
was
good night,
fun.
guys.
Thanks. Night.